do 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 do. Okay, guys, so we're ready. Looks like we got. Hopefully, we got. Okay, so it looks like everything is still working when I press start. So that's a good start. All right, guys. So we're gonna do some celebrity drawings today. So I want to do about maybe 4 or 5 different celebrity drawings, and then from there we will go ahead and get you guys out of here. Okay, this is kind of a bonus stream again because I'm trying to earn some money to help us purchase our new tent. So I'm doing some extra streams for you guys. Okay, so let me see here. I'm gonna start with my eyebrow shapes here. I don't know, the rock looks kind of like let me see here, you know, like I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put his eyes like close to here and then kind of do this part off like so. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on one guys, the dang light just overheated. You know, they say that to mess up is human, to really error you need a computer, right? Okay, so as soon as I did that, the darn lights. Right, let me see. There we go. Okay, there we go. And I had him turned down. All right. Yeah, we don't want to turn them all the way. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Hey, Tammy, how are you today? What's going on here? So I'm sitting up here. I'm drawing a simple picture of the rock here, right? We'll do a simple caricature drawing of him, right? I don't know what's up with this light right now. It looks like it's a little bit overheated, maybe. I don't know why, but it looks like it is, and I got all of the thing in here. But anyway, it don't matter. I'm not gonna let that stop anything. Okay, let me see here. All right, now we're gonna do our nose shape here. You know, to do this, you have to get comfortable. I think with, you know, being able to, hold on. There we go. I'm trying to turn it down to its lowest level. I don't know why it keeps overheating these lights. I hate them. Okay, but you got to get comfortable with drawing kind of what you see, you know, and it's hard because sometimes you'll see something and you'll know the truth about it, but then you still turn around and you do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like you don't I'm gonna do a nice this little shape here. I should have made those shapes up by his eyes a little bit more, but that's okay. And then let me see, because you know, so many ways to caricature the rock. We don't know. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's the rock right there, right? It's not really too bad, actually. I like that. I like that angle. Okay, and then we'll just put our little ear shapes here. Okay, remember, guys, we're doing a quick drawing of some celebrities. We're doing The Rock today, right? Have you done Vin Diesel? I think I probably have drawn Vin Diesel once or twice before in my life, right? Okay, then let's go ahead and shave this part on over. And then I'll just go ahead and shadow these eyes in, right? I think it looks like I think you can't really mistake this. This is The Rock, man. It has to be The Rock, right? You know, it has to be The Rock, right? Or just black and white. You don't need nothing expensive. You just got your regular pen, your regular paper, right? And that's it. A little bit of Delia, right? Let's give him a big steroid neck here. All right, look at that. Yeah. So the Rock he's dieseled out today, right? He's sure dieseled out. Okay. Let's go ahead and add some shadow here. So we got that side out. So you know what? I will do something like this. Got those big muscles in his neck, right? Has some kind of tattoo over here. So we'll just make a tattoo gun sound, right? Okay. And again, we just drawing a fun little rock picture. If you're not having fun, then you're not drawing the rock, and you cannot smell what he is cooking, right? Can you smell what the rock is cooking, right? All right, so this is my first drawing, my first celebrity drawing of the day, and I just picked the rock. I was thinking about going over to Taylor Swift next, maybe. Maybe we can look at, see what she would look like as a cartoon, right? Yes, okay. And let's go ahead and shadow maybe. Do I have a gray marker here? I can shadow it, or did I leave, or did I take them all to my truck? Well, yeah. So, and then there was none. I think I got one of this somewhere. Sure. There's no way, because I'm a guy. I'm a pretty resourceful guy. What is that? Is that gray? What is that? A black or gray? This is a brush tip. What color is this? Oh wow, that's super black. I can't use that. Okay. So I think I don't have any grays in here. They're all in my bag in my car. So what shall I do, Harry? Let's see here. Oh wait, I know what I'll do. Here, I got an idea. I got an idea that I want to share. Hold on. I'm almost there. I got the idea that I want. I'm just brushing this down some. Okay. All right, so here we're just going to use like a dried out marker, right? That's all I did was dry out my marker a little bit. Put a little bit of shadow. You know, you don't have to press hard, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just to make a little bit of detail here and there. So keep your dry markers in case you run out of gray. Right, and then you can use it like this. Okay, so this is like my first one. It's a good little warm up. I think it looks like the rock, right? My little version of the rock. What do you guys think about that? Did you guys like that? All right. So let's go ahead and dive in further. We're gonna go next. I think we want to go over here to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. So I'm gonna look for her picture. Let's look for Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Okay. Again, we're doing celebrity caricatures today. Yeah, this one looks like a nice one of her. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right. So Taylor Swift. What kind of head shape does Taylor Swift have? Right. Okay. Well, I'm saying I'm gonna do it like this here. This is a kind of big marker here. Let me see if I can. Let's see what happens when I use okay, let me see here. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we want to do like this here. And we want to put a little waterfall right here. That's what I think of it as. I like a little waterfall. The main thing here is to make sure that you don't try too much on the drawing. Don't get caught up in the idea because she's a celebrity that she deserves special caricature treatment because She does not. She does not deserve it. She's not going to get special caricature treatment, right? All right, and then we got a little ear shape just kind of poking out from back there somewhere. All right, just do something, right? All right, now let me see here. What about I found thin and fat pins at face are important. I found bridges. Yes. That is exactly right there, Gordon. I'm gonna have to switch up pins because that one's kind of dried out. It's not giving me the effect I want. So for these, with her, you can't really see her eyebrows much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bring the point of her thing down like so. Okay. And then I'm gonna do my eyes here. I think what I like with these eyes, I'm gonna do something kind of triangle-y here. And then I'm gonna go over here and do it like a triangle, right? You gotta make sure you pick the right shapes. If you get too caught up in the fact that it's Taylor Swift, you won't be able to get the picture right. You know what I'm saying? Because Taylor Swift she looks different in every picture. Right, now this one right here is like kind of a full shapey here. I like it, right? Do something like this here. Right, and then we're gonna go ahead and get her lip shape or her mouth shape, very small shape here. Right, because I want something with her little lips there. I don't want something too realistic, right? Just like that, just something like that, right? Okay. I may have to bring this shape. I wish I would have started with this marker, to be honest with you, because everything would have my lines would have came out cleaner. Sometimes I'm a stickler for it, right? Okay, so that's a real quick little Taylor Swift there. All right. Okay. And I'm just warming up, so we'll get, the drawings get better. They'll get better as we go along, right? In fact, I think what I'm going to do with that Taylor Swift is I'm going to do it again. I like it, but I wish I would have started with this marker. And because I want to use these drawings later on, the ones that I'm doing right now, I'm going to actually go ahead and redo that. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and try it. And I'm going to try it this way here. So I'm going to start with this part of the head first in this drawing. So I'm going to get I think I'm going to start like this. All right. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is going to be the top of the head here. I'm trying to get it more a lot simpler. Okay. This is what we're going to do here. We're going to add a little circle shape here on the outside. And then from there, I'm going to come down. I'm going to use a much simpler shape here because I feel like the last one was way too angly. Then I'm going to use the hair on the side here. And then I'm going to put her little neck shape here. So this one's already looking better because the shapes are a lot simpler. Okay. So even the Rouser can mess up, man. Okay, we'll put our little ear shapes in here. All right, now let's go ahead and we're going to look at those eye shapes. So with this one, I'm going to do a little bit of a smaller eye shape. So I'm going to go something like this, right? And then I'm going to go over here a little bit, and I'm going to bend them a little bit more. Okay, that looks great. Can't really see her brow shapes, but what I'll do is this anyway. And then as I color the hair in, I'll be able to disguise that a little bit better. Okay, now that's a lot better. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to get this shape, boom, 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 right? That shape and this shape, right? Because I'm very careful not to make too many extreme changes on Taylor Swift's caricature. Give her some bigger teeth, right? There we go. Now she looks a lot better. There we go. Okay. And then we can't obviously put her shoulders, but we could try to stick something in here like this. And then, I don't know. That looks great. Okay, so now let me do some shadows real quick. I sure wish I need to go out to my car and actually get that gray marker and stop being a lazy guy, right? Hey, what's going on, Joe? Oh, okay, Cole. What's going on, Joe? Right on, Joe. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to picking your brain as well as I'm sure you're looking forward to picking mine. We're going to have a lot of fun. Trust me, Joe. It's all about fun here. Okay. So, let's keep just kind of going out here. I'm not doing anything detailed because that's not what this is all about, right? You don't need a lot of details to do a decent caricature. That's something that was made up by people that like to do too much. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like. See that? So that's a real simple little cartoon, right? Of Taylor Swift. Okay. All right. So let me see here. Let's go to our next one here. Who else do we have? We got a bunch of celebrities over here. I didn't really pick many of them, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try some. Let me see who is. I'm just gonna try one. What about? Let me see. I don't even know who any of these people are, but I'm just gonna go. Look, oh look, that's Robert Downey Jr. I'm ready. Let's try it. Okay. Uh-oh. Cherish has still been. She's been around. We still do the classes every Thursday, every other Thursday, and but she's been being Cherish is how can I put it? But she's been being a lot more social. You know what I mean? She's been really working on that part of herself, and I commend her for that. That's super awesome. Yeah. But yeah, she's still very much in contact with me, Tammy. Hopefully she might show up today. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's go with Robert Downey Jr. Okay, so we're gonna try his picture right. That's a good picture of him too. So I'm just gonna do this with my pen here and keep it simple. Okay, let's see here. We got an eyebrow shape, and then we got his little other eyebrow shape, right? These two little noodles. Okay. Now from there we're gonna draw our eye shape. So we're gonna do something like 1, 2. Let's go with Robert Downey has some kind of round shapes going on here, but this one's not as big. So we're gonna come down a little bit with this one. Okay, and then we're just gonna go ahead and put our eyes right in there with some nice little eyeballs there. Okay, we good on that. Okay, and then we got this and this between the eyes. Let's go ahead and go to the nose shape. Okay, and then we're just gonna go 1 and 2 here. Then we're gonna just kind of detail underneath the eyes, and then we'll do our mustache shape, and everything is going to get progressively smaller as I get down here. Now, following that rule is sometimes very hard for especially seasoned caricature artists. They don't, or when you've been drawing a long time, you sometimes the rules get a little bit hard for you to follow because might not have an understanding. You basically developed a bad habit of not following through with what your initial decision was. So yeah, that's important when you do this. Now let's go ahead and just do the back end of the face here, which we only really have a 1-2 turn shape here, somewhere around here. And then we know that the jawbone or the cheekbone line usually comes somewhere off of the side of the face like this before it goes down, and then it curves into the bottom cheek. So that's pretty good there. Now let's see here, the top of our head here. What we're going to do first of all, we're going to give ourselves some landmarks. So I'd like to go ahead and get his ear placed in here. So we'll do something like this. Okay, and just get a basic overview of what the ear shape looks like, right? Keep it simple. All right. What I'm trying to do is remind you of Robert Downey Jr., right? Okay. So this is a cartoon of, right? Now, he has a very round forehead shape. So what I want to do here is I want to, how can I put it? I want to make the top of his head, I guess round, but also not too tall. I want the hair to be tall. So I want this to be I want this to kind of wrap around this shape like this. But then I'm going to come here and I'm going to make a round shape that goes backwards. Okay, then I'm going to make this shape here come down and up, and we're going to create this little Tony Stark, you know, that little haircut that he got in the movies, right? Okay, so we got that. Then we come over here and we try to figure out a big shape over here. And then we come over here and we go around. We want to make sure it's round. Come around, put our sideburn right there. Okay. Now we're going to go over here. We're going to come out, down, and then we're just going to go with a 1 and 2 shape because I want to follow that pyramid shape into my head shape there. Okay. And now let's go ahead and just draw our next shape here. Okay. So we're just going to kind of wrap it around here. 1, 2. Okay. We don't need a whole bunch of lines. And then let's go ahead and just do a 1-line shape here on our dark areas of the face. Okay, so this is where you want to put your colors or whatever. Okay. So now here, I'm just going to add a little bit of a shape here to kind of get it to look like the actual reference. But again, that's not actually necessary. This way that I drew him, he's a little bit more, this is a little bit more of a, how can I say, a serious type of a drawing of him. It's not a lot of whimsical stuff in this caricature. It's just a real simple, a little rendition of Tony Stark, right? So I'm going to do something like this here, right? I don't like putting lines around them, too many lines in the face there.